acceptable for me.
You don't wanna wait anymore for Phil,
No.
who just has to walk up the street, okay.
Right.
Call the meeting to order at 6:12. And we just have a couple of things on the agenda. One of them is for Buddy McDowell. If you wanna stand up or sit down, be my guest.
I just wanted to know if you had any questions that I could help you ask. I answer rather, just, about the stipend.
Well, this is new to me, so I
Well,
didn't go to the meeting, so
The,
just kind of fill me in on it.
our thought process was that we need to get some more help. And this is not a volunteering world in this day and age. And we thought with a small strip in it, it would be something to say, at least you're getting your gas paid for, you're getting your, whatever, your clothes washed, whatever, something. It's not gonna be a lot of money. We asked for $6,000 just as a figure from what we did last year. We put in over 1,300 hours last year into the fire department.
Is that
And that's not counting
1,300?
meetings.
That's 1,300
Yeah.
hours.
So it comes to a lot more than that if everybody got paid for it. But, we wanted to get a start on it because we feel that at least we can offer it to the new people or everybody, however it goes, whatever they decide. Just something to entice people to come into the department, because we need some young people in it, definitely. And this, John's no kid, I'm no kid, I mean, we're done. So we gotta get somebody young in there.
How many level ones do you have?
Two, we have one level 2 and 2 level 1s.
Okay.
I mean, just the time they put in alone in getting level 1 certified nowadays is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and that's not counted into the strip net, this is only for fires. Fires in motor vehicle accidents,
Yeah,
true calls, I guess you could say.
yeah.
It's not counting meetings, we won't be paid for that, we won't be paid for parades and all that stuff, this is just.
It's just
actual
fire
calls.
response.
Yeah.
Okay.
She should have a copy of that.
Oh. All you guys in support of this?
Yes.
And how many members do you have at the moment?
Oh, I knew you'd ask.
Is it 14 or 16?
I think it's 14.
14.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 14.
And how many generally go if it's just a
4 to 5.
regular fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
4
And
to
then they
5.
all go if it's a
Right.
big deal, okay.
Yeah,
and-
we have a few members that don't even show up.
You all set with that?
We're reluctant to throw them off in case they
You all
do
set with
throw
this?
or show up.
Yeah.
When you don't have shot people, you can't. Years ago, we had 40 people, we could throw somebody off if they didn't show up.
No.
Can't nowadays.
No,
And does this also include on calls going out of town?
No,
It doesn't.
unless there's a fire, unless it's for a fire. Well, actually, I guess it
it
would.
should.
Yeah, it should. Yeah, if it's a fire call, it would, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we do, not a lot of mutual aid calls, but we do.
No, but it should be
Canaan.
every,
Because Canaan does a lot for us. I mean,
Right.
we have to have Canaan come down, we just don't have the manpower to do it.
Yeah.
So they come down.
Catherine, you understand what's going on here?
Yeah, and it's in addition to this, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it seems to me perfectly reasonable.
okay. You all set?
Yeah.
You all set? Do you have any questions?
Hmm?
Do you have any questions for Buddy?
No, not really. It
I
seems
think
to be
it's pretty clear.
straightforward.
Yeah, I
pretty
didn't have,
clear.
I didn't know I was even gonna do this till yesterday.
Oh, well, you did a good job considering then.
Well,
Okay.
I was the one that kinda started it. I started keeping track of our hours last year because I thought some people were doing nothing and some people were doing a lot, and I wanted to see who was doing what. I mean, we have that information, I don't have it all tabulated, but we got it.
Right.
But it was basically to keep track of how many hours the fire department put in, and it's
Yeah.
a lot,
Yeah. And the ambulance has been doing this for quite some time.
quite some
so,
time,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's simple enough, we could take a vote on it.
Right, and just so everybody knows, because they are volunteer, they cannot get paid
Right.
per hour.
Right.
It has to be per
Right.
stipend,
Otherwise, it's considered,
right, then it's a whole new ballgame.
Oh,
yes,
it's
it
a
is,
nightmare.
there's a real
It
thin
is.
Oh, yeah,
line.
it's a nightmare, you
Real
become
thin line.
employees.
And I believe that you can't go over a certain amount of money either in just a stipend for a year, per person, then it's considered employment.
No,
It's not that way anymore? Okay, that's how it was for the ambulance way back when,
yeah,
so.
no,
Okay.
as long as it's per call and not
Okay.
per hour.
Oh, okay, that's the key word, hour.
Yeah,
Okay. Shall we take a vote?
yeah,
Okay. All in favor?
aye,
Aye.
opposed, say nay.
Opposed?
No. All done.
Bless you.
You're all
And I
set.
heard the selectman approved it.
Yeah, we approved it
Can I
last
steal your
night.
pen for a second?
Sure.
Good, all right, good, I'll put that over here. We thank you very much, and I really hope this helps, I think it will. I think it will, I mean, I think if somebody's on the fence, this is gonna kinda lean them, well, they can pick up a few bucks for Christmas time,
Right,
you know? It
exactly,
would be a once-a-year payment, you'll get the interest the rest of the time, so,
yeah,
you know, I think it'll work out.
Sheet in it.
it's something that should have been,
It certainly can't hurt any, that's for sure.
No.
You have one somewhere in that pile, Ed says.
Thank you so
Ed
much.
says you have one in that
Oh,
pile
it's in
someplace.
there.
Leave
No, I
you
just
to your
wanted to write
miseries.
something down.
yeah,
Stay warm and dry and safe,
And you
Yes.
as well.
thank you very much.
no problem.
Static electricity is wonderful.
Yeah.
See you later.
That's
Yeah.
right. You all set?
Yeah.
I didn't ask who was gonna do the minutes.
Selectmen just had one, to increase, reappraisal of property.
Okay, just a minute, let me finish this.
Is this sort of open to whoever wants to come?
Yes.
Or- Yes?
Yeah, it was sent out to everybody, all the department heads if
Right,
they wanted
Because
to.
Deb, I know, is planning to come. But she might hurry
What
up.
time?
I assumed it was 6.
Hmm. Okay, so, the next thing you wanna have a
Yes.
discussion
Yeah,
on?
just,
Okay, select
selectmen-
board?
Yeah,
Okay,
reappraisal of property.
okay, what's the issue with it?
They gotta increase it by 4,000. Because Avatar has a cost increase and we need to cover it.
So it went up, you just got a notification that it went up for
Yeah.
this year?
Yeah.
Is that because, it's the 5th year? Is that why?
That's part of it.
Okay, but will it continue to be at this particular rate next year and the year after and?
No idea, because we enter a new
Oh, that's right,
Contract.
we have a new contract at the
end
end
of
of this year.
25.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Well, I guess you can, Jake, Mr. Jake, you can put your camera off until the others arrive, if you wanna save some.
Sure. Is it still an official meeting?
Oh, all right, you can listen to us pushing papers around then. How much time do you wanna give them?
Well, they called it 6:04, and it's been almost 20 minutes. I won't let it go past 6:30. If they're not here by 6:30, then just shut it down,
Okay,
because there's no need.
no, I mean,
Because the highway's not coming, recycling ain't coming, police department's not coming.
I guess, did Sarah give a time frame? Like, we'd be here between 6 and 7, or 6 and 8, or
No.
do you know that?
No.
She just said we'd be here at 6. Okay. I don't wanna disenfranchise them if they're thinking that the road's
No,
gonna.
it was,
Okay.
we decided at 6 and for them to be here.
Okay,
But they can't be here between 6 and 6:30, then
okay.
Is Phil not coming? Or, you know, he didn't,
I didn't receive an email or a phone call from him.
and he knows about the meeting, doesn't he?
How did you know? Did you get my email?
Uh, a
And my
while-
phone call?
Yeah, yes, a while, not, when, today, not today,
No.
a while back.
Monday?
Yes.
Monday, a reminder, I think, okay.
Yeah.
So if you got it, then Phil probably got it too.
she said, for your own records, $1,200 for, under the cemeteries for perpetual care.
For my own record?
Yes, that's what we should all have. There was 0 and
You're talking about put it. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, these are not in alphabetical order.
you must have went by it. It went down, it was like the 3rd page down from the top.
Oh, sorry, it was me. Okay. So what do we,
Under perpetual care,
under,
gross spaces,
yes.
go way over.
Oh, okay, that's missing.
Yes, that's
Okay.
missing.
Okay. that,
in your new packet.
is that? What's different about it? Instead of,
It wasn't filled in.
I see what you mean. But that number's unchanged.
It's gross basis. So are we subtracting the 1,200 from the gross
No.
basis? We are not.
No, that's an addition.
We're adding it on.
Yes.
Last time I added it on to something, Sarah told me I don't add it on.
No, you do.
Oh my. I added on. I don't know if it was it was $1,000, whatever it was.
That, 1,000 would have been the library.
Okay, so
That would-
I went to the bottom line and then I added on $1,000.
Yeah.
And Sarah told me, no, it's a minus.
No, it's,
Oh my God, I gotta learn how to do this job by myself without depending upon other people. So now do we need to add
the total's changed.
1,200 onto the bottom line? Okay, are you sure, Ed? Because this is not raised by taxes.
But it still does show what the department's total is.
There has to be another way to do this then.
When you get ready to do the MS7,
Mm-hmm.
it's so different that, and this is where it's confusing, is in the MS7, it doesn't show in the department total. It goes on a separate line item in the MS7.
Okay.
That's where people get confused because if a budget's, let's say, $12,000, and then you go $1,000 gross basis, that makes it a $13,000 budget. But 12,000 shows to be raised by taxation. $1,000 goes over on another line on the gross basis. It would show cemeteries.
I understand, I totally understand what you're saying, but someone's gonna pick up this sheet and they're gonna say that we're raising that amount of money in taxes when we're not, because
No,
it's kinda
because-
like it's a donation and then what's above it is what we're raising.
Right.
So, how do we keep it from, I mean, if I'm confused, how do we keep other people from being confused?
Because it's just showing that, and it's all,
But you're adding it on, that's why we're.
but it's only, the top line is what's, all that's being raised by taxation.
So, we maybe need to
See, the
have a
public,
way,
the public really does not see, it broke down the way, this is.
what, don't we get one, for the hearing, don't we get all this stuff?
Yes,
Okay, so the public isn't gonna see that?
they won't see it as,
I don't mean to give you a hard time, I'm trying to understand. What won't they see?
they'll say that, with it's being raised for taxation is 12,000. So the total budget would be 13,000, let's say. 1,000 is from perpetual care. It's labeled as perpetual care.
But do you see what that says right there?
Yes,
If you're adding this to this,
that shouldn't,
and you get that,
but
that,
but that shouldn't say that.
oh,
Yes, that line shouldn't say that.
that should be right there. Grand total raised for from taxation.
Right.
Then the next line should say that, and there should be an explanation
Right,
why this goes up.
exactly, yes.
So, I mean, like, this portion is not to be raised by taxes.
Right,
Yeah, we need to have some kind of clarity.
yes. Why that says to be raised by taxation is not right, because
You know, it's really hard to do a job when you get misinformation.
all right, I'd say 6:31, nobody
What
else
are
has
you-
showed, so.
What are you confused about? Could you explain? Since you're talking away from me and I can't hear. what
I'm
you're-
sorry. Ed told me to add this 1,200, I put the, I put the,
Oh, that makes a difference.
maybe that's why I was upset. Ed said to add this onto this gross basis line, okay? So that's how much is being contributed, okay? But he,
By,
well, this is the cemetery, so it must be from,
For petrol
funds that
care.
they have,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But Ed said to add add this 1,200 onto this,
So that you get
14,
14,
14.1.
yeah.
okay. So he said to add that on. But I'm looking over here and this says total from taxation. Follow that line along, so it looks like we're raising that amount of money by taxation, when we're not. So,
That's our total from taxation.
Right.
yes, but see that right there?
Yes, that's very confusing.
Yeah, so Ed said it shouldn't be there.
No, that's the total we have, that's taxation and that's the addition.
Right. And then he said to add it up. I don't think it,
Well, I think I'm looking at the look at the library, that has the same issue.
we need to figure out some way to explain that in a way that, total budget for them to work with,
Right,
or something like that.
right.
Total budget available includes raised by taxes and gross basis.
But the public does not see that sheet.
Okay, but, so what's the sheet they're gonna see? Is it gonna say 12,900?
No,
No?
they're gonna see this sheet. You have it in front of you. What'd you do with it? You look at these lines across, right?
Yeah,
Alright. A perfect example of the library, alright, is the first one,
it is?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, okay,
alright?
yeah,
Yeah. So their request last year was 20,620. They never request put in for any perpetual, not perpetual care, but any money coming in from the trustees.
yeah,
This year they're putting in $1,000.
yeah,
So their budget line item would show that they get $21,000 to spend.
21,620,
Right.
okay. All right,
It's just a question of where Sam was gonna be told to wipe that out because, but not all departments have gross basis.
that's
money.
right, yeah,
So that's why she has it in there, so when it comes across, it says total amount to be raised by taxation. It shows what they raise it. See, like the highway's got a block grant, never know exactly how much that block grant is gonna be. They take and tell us, that we've already received the numbers for this coming year, alright? But you never know, those block grant money's gonna be higher or lower than what they're
right,
saying.
right, right,
but that's part of the highway department budget too.
Mhm. But it's not raised by taxes,
Exactly.
yeah, but it's, you know, it needs to be simplified in some manner.
But this is done by the state, yeah, so,
There's
you know,
no-
that's good.
Can I just remind me how that's through when? The amount spent is through what date?
For the cemetery,
That should be,
Well, it should be for all departments.
yes,
We-
in this one here, it says what has been spent.
Yes, but I'm asking how much of the year is not accounted for in the amount spent?
I have to,
I mean, are we talking, well, 2 weeks, or are we talking?
yeah, from
2
since, 2 weeks, basically since the last time that we met.
That's what I was asking to be
Yeah.
reminded of, I could go
It
and look
was
it all
a
up.
couple weeks ago, did we meet a couple weeks ago? I think it was the. Has it been that long?
yes, it's been that long.
December 12th?
Yes.
December 12th.
December 12th, okay, so
Mhm.
basically 3 weeks to
No,
go.
I'm sorry, December 10th.
No, this is the problem that we were talking about, is when you go and look at the amount spent,
Yeah,
right? Like the cemeteries, you're looking at it, it's showing $9,521 was spent, right? But it was actually $10,537.
because of the last update that we got was on the 10th.
No, because these budgets do not show you, these budgets can go back into September, first part of October. So when you look to see how much money has been spent, does not show you the accurate amount for,
Yeah,
For
but
the
the
year.
last updates we got were. Well, that says 11/8, but I don't think that's right. It seemed to me like it was, we got them on the same day that we were meeting.
yeah, yes, but the money for, I could say for the cemeteries,
Yeah.
all right? The
Yeah.
last of the money spent was back in October.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because it snowed.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so then,
You can't go look and see how much was spent, that's why you have to go back to this big pamphlet, and
look
it's
at
got
the
the end of the year.
transaction report.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes it even more difficult to figure
It
things
does,
out.
and that's the thing that you gotta look at when you do it.
So, that's why we're going back and forth, back and forth. We're
Exactly.
looking at what's on there, and then we're looking at the transaction report, and then we're looking at what's on there and going
Right.
back and forth, back and
Yes.
forth. This is not an easy job to do.
No,
It needs to be
it's,
simplified in some manner.
but it's hard, because the thing being is, when the departments are given their budget sheets, it's showing how much they had spent at that time.
Right, right.
So it's not an updated thing until you go to this big pamphlet and you look it all up.
Yeah, yeah. So, you want me to call the meeting?
Yes.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it. First,
You first it, I'm entertaining the motion, you make the motion.
I made the motion to
I'll second
adjourn.
it, we're done.